features two from the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Gillette. Here comes Malik Washington. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them, the final QB taken in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Texas, the rookie, Quinn Ewers.
You watch Quinn Ewers throw a football, and I got to do it a bunch collegiately. You see why he was the #1 player in the country coming out of high school. Had to overcome some injuries over his time collegiately. He's got to maximize this opportunity and show off his greatest strength, and that is his ability to fire it.
Play action, Ewers. He takes it himself. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's on the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Opening carry for Devon Achane. Jukes away from one. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll stick with Achane. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Making the call himself. And he takes it down to the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
It's Achane on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He had a block. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. And it looks like it is Patriots football. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Okay, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Design bootleg here. We'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's a New England 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
It's Henderson on the give. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Jack Jones making that tackle.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
May not have throw on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's a cherry on top.
Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Yours to the air now. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Crosses the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First down now, ball at the 33. May now from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Douglas. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's May. Finds him over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
On the draw, this is Henderson. It's inside the 10. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Patriots first
Danger,
down.
King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and goal. Ooh, for a moment, thought those were our first points until he came and knocked it away.
Yeah, I think the message sent pretty clear after that play. You're going to have to try a lot harder than that to be the first ones on the board.
Is on for the Patriots field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Gallis connects. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gallis on to send it away. De-Eskridge to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Motioning left is their running back. Now it's yours. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Ewers splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Ewers now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
3 and out.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The New England offense running out now. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. On the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by Chop Robinson. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's May to the air. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
The coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. Hopefully they've drawn something up here, Brock, because not a lot of time left to get this inside a field goal range. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To throw, Ewers. Here's a screen for Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Ewers. It's his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers, toss them with tight ends, but when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
To throw, here's Ewers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Now it's Riley Patterson to try this Dolphins field goal. This a 39-yarder. The kick by Patterson is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. To throw, here's May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
May now on 3rd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
At the 46-yard line.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he will not be denied a 2nd time. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Miami offense headed out there now. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. He dodged the tackle. And they get him out just before he can move those chains. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll get to the ground at the end of that one as Ewers' run earns him a 1st down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
They fake the handoff. Now Ewers finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a 1st down, too.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Achane to the right. Escapes a defender. Down to the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins start the 2nd half with some needed points. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins tie things 10-10. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's May. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. Well, we didn't see either side separate through 3. It's all tied at 10 to begin the 4th. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's Achan up the middle. He's still going at the 30. Running down the left side. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Achan with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 10.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded by Henderson. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. Hits the 20. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an excited return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
17.
Already know I got to go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats on. Sending money up to a whole nother level.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Eskridge on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Dolphins send running back Achan getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Ewers. Defender incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So second down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Back to the air they go on second down. Completed to his running back. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Shotgun now on third down. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. To the air on 1st down, May. Short pass brought in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Man in motion here. From the gun, it's May. No left side cut by Douglas. He takes it down to the 33. So 20 yards on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots going for the win here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. May looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw, and without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes it just a different level of connectedness.
That's being sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Back to throw. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots jump in front late. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
17.
It's on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has him down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Running left. Here's Achane. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
They've got to go for it in his spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. And I think we all saw their shoulders slump in unison when they saw that flag come out. They knew what that call was going to be.
And if he could, you know he'd dig a hole 10 feet under and go hide in it. You do not want to be the guy who gave this drive new life.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at the whistle. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. From the shotgun, it's yours. This is complete to Waller. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. On the shotgun, Ewers taking a chance to the end zone. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded by Henderson. Jukes away from one. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Patriots offense all set to go. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They give now to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Dotson on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Hey, somebody gotta do it. I take the G. Hey, watch him do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This is all playing on me. Welcome home. This is not a zone. This is a revelation. How to get it gone. You're a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pull a brother, make you feel potato like I can, baby. Teach you something, make you correction.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Fielded by Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Henderson here from the gun. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We got 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. May off the play fake. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
May not a throw on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Waller with the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. Play action, yours. Finds a seam down the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw, here's Ewers. Gets this one to Waller. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They run the counter to Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Staying on the ground here with Achane. Moving on into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Has it in close. Touchdown Miami. The Dolphins break the tie and go up by 6. It all came down to the situation they hoped for, Brock. Ball in their QB's hands with a chance to win it, and he came through when it mattered most.
And all you really do and hope for in that moment, and when it arrives, is you got the right man under center for the job, and in this moment, he was that dude.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from New England.